Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 5 going to be messing around with building some cars. You see, there is on the game these PR stunts. There's a whole bunch of them for various things. In fact, you can see one from here. We have got a big old stunt jump at the end of this kind of runway area. Ooh! A dust storm has turned up while I was setting up for the recording. Sure, that's foreboding over there. So, yeah, there's a whole bunch of PR stunts around the map, and they vary from speed zones to big jumps to drift zones and all of that sort of thing. And today we're going to try and build a vehicle that can tackle as many different ones as possible and get 3 stars. Now, I say I don't think. You could probably, if you were going to be able to complete every single PR stunt, I think the way you do it is with a Koenigsegg Jesko, maybe a 1-1, and have it all-wheel drive. With as much power as you can get, rally tyres, and that would probably do the job. The main reason why I say that is there's a couple of speed zones that do require you to be hitting 260 miles an hour. Things like this drift car are very good for a drift zone. They're specialised for this one thing. And while it's fun enough, and I love having an RX-8 drift car in the game, naturally, it's, very, very good for that sort of thing. I mean, it's okay top speed-wise, but it's not going to be able to do a lot of stuff. It's not going to be able to do off-road stuff, for example, and these zones can cover all sorts of areas. So we're going to try and build a car that can complete as many of them as possible. And there's one particular one. See, the reason why I say maybe a Jesko could do it, but there's one particular speed camera that's actually a right pain in the arse. Hopefully, it's the only one I haven't got a 3-star on yet. I'm hoping my ploy here today is going to work. Because we're going to be building something a little bit different. I say a little bit different. Somewhere around here is a festival place. We want to go and have it. There it is. We will go and drift our way into it. Why not? Can I go in here? Ooh, I can. I did not. I thought it was going to be closed off with invisible walls. I was incorrect. Sure. Right, off we go into the building. Now, we are going to use a plan. Now, it's kind of similar to a plan that I have been using, but with a new car that will hopefully do the job. You see, my favourite car for PR stunts has generally been the 959 Rally Raid car. You stick a big engine in it and it does just about everything. But we have a new vehicle option for this game, the 911 Desert Flyer. It's going to be along similar lines. This is smaller and lighter than the 959, so I'm hoping this might be able to do stuff the bigger Porsche can't. Of course, first thing is first. We're going to make the vehicle all-wheel drive. Yes, okay, it's on rally tyres, it's a rally car, rear engine and everything, but we're going to need all-wheel drive. We're going to want to be able to accelerate as quickly as possible. We're going to need as much traction as possible to try and do some of these various stunts. So all-wheel drive is pretty much essential. Now, the other thing that we can have with this, there's a decent selection of options. We can have a flat 4 turbo rally engine. That's probably quite a strong engine for class racing, if you like. We can have a 4-litre flat 6. We can have a 3-litre twin turbo, or 3.8-litre twin turbo flat 6. Or we can have the V8 hybrid. Now, this is the 918's engine. It's a good engine. It doesn't go in very many vehicles. It hasn't gone in very many vehicles in the past, but we can put it in this. We can also give it a couple of turbos, and that's going to put the power up to a lot. Now, this vehicle, one of the few cars actually that you can't change tyres on. And most vehicles get all tyre options. This one actually doesn't. This one we only have the off-road race tyres that it comes with, which naturally we are going to want as big as possible because we're going to need all of the grip in the world. I want race brakes on the car. We're going to go with the off... Oh, no, wait, that's drift suspension. Ignore me completely. I'm surprised. Often these, like the off-road races, normally get off-road suspension as one upgrade. It's more just a change to the settings. This car can get drift. With it only having off-road tyres, I wasn't expecting it to get drift suspension. We can make it lighter. I feel like we're probably going to want to do that. If we can make it lighter, why don't we? And then we're going to chuck on as much power as we can get. Yeah, top speed, sadly, I don't think we're going to be able to reach the 270 mile an hour mark that we would need for some of the cameras. Now, the reason I'm going for this more than, let's say, one of the trucks, like a Jeep Trailcat, for example, this top speed will be greater than those. It has got better aerodynamics than the likes of a Trailcat. It doesn't quite have the ground clearance, but it should be able to do a lot of things. That's the hope, at least. It's going to cost $100,000 to do all of this work to the car, but it should. I mean, it should do the job at the end of the day. We should have a lot of speed in a straight line, as maybe not quite the ultimate top speed. We are going to have to do a little bit of tweaking around, mostly with a gearbox. I mean, if we can crack 260, 270, it might. I'm trying to think what the fastest speed zone requirement is. It reckons it can do 267, so if there is one that is 270, we might not be able to do it. But otherwise, this is actually more speed. I was expecting it to top out about 240, but the fact that it can do that much speed is a pretty good sign. We've got very, very long gear ratios now, but that is kind of going to be needed. This is going to be a mad, mad machine. I can sense already it's going to be a ridiculous machine. So, I mean, first things first, can it do a drift zone? So the one I was messing about with the RX-8, okay, this is not going to be as good as the RX-8. We haven't got the steering lock that the RX-8 does, but I'm hoping just brute force it, all-wheel drive, high-powered, very high-powered car. We might be able to brute force it. Now, I know it's 30,000 points here. Let's not accelerate too crazy quick into here, otherwise we will just lose control of the car. We can get 30,000 through here. Oh, we got a bit of kind of understeer mid-corner. There we go. That's fine. We can actually get about as many points as I was with the RX-8. Okay, so the RX-8 I was just messing around with because, you know, I like it. It's kind of a bit of a funky drift car to drive. It stalls out quite easily compared to some of the other ones. Not that I know much about drifting, but, you know, compared to some of the other ones that I was playing about with. Okay, what is the speed camera reckoning down here? So to get a 3-star on that one, we'd have to hit 205 miles an hour. We're going to blast into the dust storm, hopefully around 205. 210 is the quickest I've done down here. I don't know whether this is going to beat it. I feel like this car can do 260, but it's going to take a long time to get there. Maybe not. It's pretty rapid, because I've completed most of these. Of course, I'm going to have to check slightly as to what kind of speed I need to aim for, but there we go. Oh, it's a bit bouncy down there, but the car should be more than capable of dealing with it. Here we go, Porsche. What speed? Okay, yeah, it's going to do it. Jesus, this thing is rapid. It doesn't really feel like it's picking up speed, and then it just goes. We're up to 233. Apparently, I have 3-star. It was 3-starred before. Never mind. It's 3-starred, even better now. 233 miles an hour out of the Porsche. And that's in a not particularly big space as well, as we blasted into the dust storm. What is the jump distance? Let's see if we can do that. I mean, we're here. We might as well. We've got to try and do more than 1,450 feet. Okay. Now, this should be pretty good for this kind of stuff. We have got the ground clearance on the car. I mean, we're going to be picking up speed. I mean, that was almost 3-star from that wonky direction. Here we go. Don't have a crash. That's the only concerning part. What is it going to do when it hits the jump? It's going to be hitting the jump hard. Okay, no, that's better than the 959. The way it takes off, it doesn't. The nose doesn't hit the kind of upward bit of the ramp. It doesn't lose momentum like quite a few cars do. Apparently, I haven't done those before. I should have done, but there we go. I will take it. That is well clear of that. So, drift zone, speed zone, jump. It has got the better of all of those. That is pretty damn good news. Now, my next test for the car, before we could even possibly contemplate about saying it was an ideal vehicle for one of these, I mean, it should be able to cover something like that, no problem. What does that reckon it's wanting us to do? 105 miles an hour. Okay, we can do that. I'm not even going to teleport, or we're going to point our car at it and go, yep, just drive in a direction. See if we do 105. I mean, we should be able to do that very straightforward. This thing is going to accelerate like crazy. I mean, like the top end, once you get to about 230 miles an hour, the car starts struggling. I mean, I was expecting that. Oh, rocks! Parked! Okay, small problem. Can I get down from here? Maybe? It's not really a rock crawler, but it has done it. It has got away with that one. So this, I guess the challenge is probably you've got to accelerate in a very short amount of time, but I mean this is probably going to be cornering at a decent old pace. It's going to do this one here no problem as well. I mean, I feel like that speed trap, you'd kind of cheese it by going over here somewhere, maybe not quite this far over here, let's be honest. Maybe the other direction will be a little better, it's a little flatter. You can kind of choose. I mean, this is the fun with these stunts. There's always a way to do them to get more speed out of it, sneaky methods and all of that kind of thing, which you'll end up potentially using. That's 140. Yeah, you can maybe come from up there if you don't lose control of it over the jump. So that's easy enough. The next big question I have for this car is the handling part of it. Whether it can do... Okay, so that reckons 240. We've got enough speed. We could break 240. What is that one there, I reckon? That's 250. Okay, that might be a tough one. Right, we'll save that till a later part. I want to do one of the average speed zones, especially one in a twisty part of the map, to see whether we can... Whether I've got the grip to do it. Okay, actually, on the dirt, I should be fine. I should be fine on the dirt because I can use brute force on the bits where we have grip. It's not going to be the ultimate handling machine, this one. It's not going to have the grip, I don't think. It might even be a little bit too insane for a lot of this. Like, it's such a ridiculously powerful car. Although, in some ways I prefer this to the 959 I've driven around. I feel like this is a little more combo. It might be because I've got the gears really long. We'll see what we can do. Oh, this is not a dirt road. Oh, no, it's a dirt road. It's up here. Never mind. I take it back. Don't know where I need to brake for here. Oh, we're disconnecting. Are we disconnecting so you're not going to show me what? I don't know what's going on. It's forgotten to tell me anything. Thank you, game. There are currently some issues with... I'm aware we've got problems. The servers are currently a little derpy, shall we say. They're not quite working at the moment very well, so it is disconnecting in free roam. It may freeze my car in place. That is something that does happen sometimes, so I'm really hoping it doesn't screw up, I say an important run. These are all, you know, pretty straightforward and quick to reset if something does go wrong. But let's try again. Hopefully we'll find out I'll go on the brakes early, find out a speed through here. Yeah, it's actually not so bad through this. I don't know how much we can get away with cutting the corners. Oh, come on, put the power down, brute force it. 86 miles an hour. It's a new personal best, so that's definitely 3-star through there. Yeah, I do much prefer this to the 959. It is that little bit more... It's a little bit more composed. I think it's a little bit more tame. That is just because I went crazy with the gear ratios, but that does help it. There's definitely a better way through here. I definitely can get away with more speed. We were a little bit cautious last time around, so we're going to try going a little bit braver with it. We'll be slightly leery with the throttle on the way out. No, got to try and make that turn. Oh, definitely think it was better go the other direction. Through there. Yeah, because you can just blast up the ramp. But, again, we've not been flummoxed by that. That was the sort of thing... Oh! I didn't mean to do that! I got connected at the wrong time. Look, ignore me. I'm doing my own thing. I don't know what I'm doing. Sustain a high speed. I'm not trying to score points here. I mean, I guess this car... This is something it should be able to do. So this is one of the Horizon arcade things that go on. They're like the FORZATHON events from previous games, or from previous Horizon game. Sure, we'll just go and blast down here with the car. Yeah, accidentally this is a half-decent test, that's all. Because, yeah, this will ask similar things. You've got to be able to do stunts, you'll have to be able to do drifting, maybe you have to do some speed kind of thing, and this covers all of... This car should cover all of that. Not that I... We'll stay here for this round, and then we'll move on to what we were doing. The actual events that we have to do with this are much different to... I've only done a little bit of these so far, but the events are different to what we have seen in Horizon 4, so it'll be a fun distraction for a while. After a bit, you'll probably have done them all and you'll forget about it, but yeah, it's a fun enough thing to mess around with. Temporarily, I don't know where I'm going to score some... I could probably find, like, it's got to be a couple of longer straights somewhere. We'll just slide our way out of there. That's all good. Yeah, funnily enough, car is a little understeery in places. Ooh, that's a really tight corner. It's fine. We were going to test the cars. I guess we could test it on a slightly longer drift zone. There are a couple of really long drift zones, so you'll need the car to be controllable enough for that sort of stuff. Oh, that's going to be a wall. Yeah. I'm not really driving this car sensibly, as you have noticed. I'm kind of more chucking it around because it's fun. It's not the fastest way around a corner, but the Desert Flyer is good at being thrown about. I don't know how many of us are actually doing this thing. Like, these games are designed for a good number of people. I don't know what size it is. I think it's 8 used to be able to do it. I don't know if it still is. I presume it is. So if you're trying to do this and there's only a couple of you, it's quite difficult. Can I try and get... I mean, I could probably try and get the speed camera. Does the camera work while I'm here? I mean, it flashes. It won't tell you what speed you're doing. That road there is pretty good for scoring points on, I guess. I'm going to guess... Oh, it does tell us if we go out of the thing. 89 miles an hour. We can definitely do more than that. We're going to go flat out on the way down here. So, we're not really playing the game mode anymore. I've found my cameras to play with. We're going to... Oh, bloody hell, that's a lot of speed. That was about 201. Okay, I'm going to say it was 201. If I just drive out of this area, it'll tell us. And then we will check on whether we have done things that we needed to. Let's just go out here. 202 miles an hour. And the round was completed. I'm going to say I did that, getting 200 miles an hour. Right, I don't care about whatever you're supposed to be asking us to do. That wanted 195, so we have done that. Right, so we've done some average stuff. We're going to do a longer drift zone. Where was one of these? There's one of these drift zones somewhere. Where is it? I've forgotten where it is now. It was by a... Yeah, here we go. This bugger. It's not the longest drift zone. We've got to try and get 240,000 points. This will actually be quite tough for this, or potentially quite tough for this car. It is not going to have the same control you got from a proper built drift car. So we're going to give it a try. We're going to see what we can do. It's on tarmac. I'm more likely to spin this car, perhaps, than I would with an actual drift car. Because you don't have the steering lock to catch it. It's also likely to be quicker, perhaps, attacking this route than the drift cars. Although that depends. I don't really know what I'm doing. I've got the car control to slide it about. I just don't really know what I'm doing. With the pre-built drift cars or whatever, they're kind of straightforward. Although, you know what? It does look like points might not be too much of a problem, considering we've still got a mile to go at 150,000. So we've got 100,000 to go. Oh, that's a wall. It's fine. It's another wall. Thankfully, doesn't lose your combo. We've got a couple more quarters to go. We can hopefully make this up. Can we get personal best with this? What did I use through here? Oh, stalled it. Spam the clutch and get it going again. Yeah, it's way more composed than the 959. Like, if I was doing this in the 959, that's all over the place. We have got the targets. Come on, I'd love to get 300,000 just because we're doing it on camera. We are going to get a new personal best, and we are going to probably crack the 300,000 as well if I don't bury it in the wall. Come on, slidey Porsche, and there we go. One more quarter to go. It's good enough. No, it's bad again. Well, it's good enough to get the target. It's a new personal best. I'll take it. I'll take it. Right, so we could even do the longer drift zones pretty good. That works there. I'm gonna try to do what I reckon is probably the toughest speed camera for this car. I reckon that's gonna be tough. 250 miles an hour. That one there's not too bad because it's such a long run on the motorway there. That one there, you can run from all the way up here and you can bomb it down. Oh, that one actually wants 270, so we might not be able to ever do that one with this car because it's yeah, so that's above what this car reckons top speed. We'll see if we can do this bridge one, because you've got to get 250 in a very small space of time. Now, it might be possible. It might not be. Am I facing the right direction? I don't know. We are not. Right, spin you around. Actually, I keep forgetting there's a button to go to the map directly rather than go via the pause menu. I'll eventually remember that. Possibly. Hopefully. Right. Here we go. Shame this will not count for the Forza adventure thing that is currently going on. So yeah, we've got to try and maintain speed heading towards the bridge. This is where we might struggle. It's like the actual power is great and everything, but I don't have the grip of, let's say, a Koenigsegg or whatever crazy fast car you might choose to drive. Oh, careful. And then, yeah, we're going to struggle because I can't maintain the momentum through the corner. Here we go. It's not going to be enough, is it? It's going to be really close. Come on, Porsche. 240. Do we reckon we're better coming from this? I don't know. Ooh. I don't know, because that's ooh. There's some control. At least it's not like a sudden wall or something at the end. We have got time to get it under control. It's really close. The only problem coming from this direction is the speed camera is closer on the bridge, and we've got to go uphill, so we don't even have the help of gravity here to assist us. I'm really sorry to those doing this Forza event. I'm doing my own thing. I wasn't ever supposed to be part of it. I just accidentally got connected at the wrong time. We're going to get close. Oh, well, less close if we do that. It's again going to be about 240. If I could carry more speed... If I could carry more speed through this corner, we could do it. It's just the front is too understeering. I'm going to give it one more try, though, because I want to be able to do it. And then we're going to move on to the speed zone that I haven't completed yet. Apparently it's an all-speedy Forza arcade event going on here. So yeah, there's one speed camera that is in the middle of a puddle, or in the middle of a river crossing, I should say, and when you hit the water you lose a bunch of speed, and it's difficult to keep enough speed to get the required thing. The 959, I haven't done it. Can we go away? I've got to concentrate on this now. I feel like that corner was better. We shall see. Here we go, Porsche. What have you got? It's going to be close. It's going to be close again, not quite. That is on the limit of being able to be done. I think it probably could be done with this car if you got the corner before perfectly. I could spend a long time doing it. It's close. But, I mean, there is a speed one where we don't think we could even really get it. This is the one. This is the one that's the right pain in the arse that we're going to try and do. So, yeah, it's a camera that's at the middle of the river crossing. So it's literally, your speed is judged as it is in the middle of the river. And when you hit it, cars lose speed. Now, this is where the ground clearance of an SUV is very helpful. Okay, this is where, like the Trailcat, this is the one thing that the Trailcat would have advantage over this Porsche, for example, on. I'm hoping, though, that this might possibly have some advantage. This has advantages, of course, over normal cars, being a rally spec sort of vehicle. Oop, that's one way to get down. Oh, we've fallen up. Nearly got clear. It's close enough. So, we can line it up on here. Line it up on the tarmac. Well, I say tarmac, sort of dusty path, if you will. Okay, get some understeer. Now, we're going to have to get crazy acceleration out of here, not lose control of the car, and just bomb it and hope that when we chuck it at the water, it's going to be enough. That was sliding a little bit. No, it's only 112. It's such a horrible one to try and get. It's got to be one of the most difficult speed cameras I've come across. That one didn't help that I was travelling sideways on. I don't think we've got the ground clearance on this, though. That first attempt does not fill me with confidence. But maybe if we can hit it... See, from this direction you have to go through a river first, so that kills a lot of your momentum, and then you're airborne, but... it's still only 116. What if... I was going to say, what if we just straight line down here rather than worry about that corner, but... It's the corner slightly further down that's the problem, because you sort of... It twists towards it. Okay, Porsche, what have you got? Here we go. It's worse. It's worse than the 959. Well, not a disaster. Bugger. That is not what I was expecting. Oh no, I thought we were going to be better. But no, it just hits it and it's too, the water is too powerful there. It will just kill. Damn it. I mean, I like this car. As far as a sort of PR stunt car goes, I would say for a lot of stuff this is better. It's more controllable than... I mean, we'll grab my other kind of go-to one. Now, this is where I got to bloody do it first time with the monstrous Dakar. Yeah, the Desert Flyer is a little bit more controllable. Of the two, I do prefer it. There are a couple of things, though, it can't do. And this being one of them. And there's no chance that the Esco could do this. I think that would just lose all of its momentum as soon as it hits the water. This is a little bit... Oh, there you go. Why is it when I spent forever trying to do this earlier, I couldn't do it? The 959 can. God damn it. What is the top speed of it? You know what? I'm going to have done this entire video, and this is when I realise, yeah, I think the 959... It's really... Okay, I was going to say, the gearing reckons it can do 300 miles an hour. I want my 959 to do 300 miles an hour. You know what? I think this might still be the way to go. I'm going to be lazy. I'm just going to teleport up here and see if I can do the speed zone. God damn it. I was thinking I'd found the Desert Flyer. The Desert Flyer is cooler, I think, slightly. I mean, the 959 Rally Raid is a wonderful, wacky... One of those cars that I'm just glad exists in the world, that Porsche decided, you know what? We're going to build this. We're going to make this. I'm very glad it's in games. Oh, God. Yeah, okay, no, the Desert Flyer is definitely nicer to drive than this. Even with the longer gears, this just wanders more. Although it is grippier. Yeah. God damn it. Well, I mean, there is a lesson to be... actually, it doesn't pick up speed quite as well as I was expecting, but it is still enough. I mean, the lesson to be learned is if you want a wonderful overall car that can do pretty much every PR stunt, the Desert Flyer is good, and perhaps nicer to drive in some regards, but the 959 is basically the way to go. You know what, we're going to finish off. If it can do the 200, so the 270 is what's required. That's the highest speed that the game is ever going to ask you to do. So if we can do 270 in this, the game reckons this car is capable of it. It's going to be close. I know the benchmark is not always perfect. Are we pointing the right way? We are not. Yeah, the benchmark is not always perfect on these. Oh, the other thing the Desert Flyer is better at is when it hits jumps, it doesn't bottom the nose out. It is slightly better on that one. But yeah, Porsche is really the way to go. If you want something that's really capable, easily capable of just about everything you could ask of it. We've not set up for this speed camera. I mean, we might still be able to do... Oh, game, you disconnected me. I don't know what that speed camera was asking for. Well, I presume that was the disconnection. Normally it pings up at the top saying disconnected if it was going to. Oh, there we go. You've ruined my 200... Trying 270 in this car isn't going to be easy because it really is the aero limit of it. Even, you know, with 1,400 horsepower, although it's saying that, we're barreling along and we are about to hit the 270 mark. Even with traffic around, and we have done 270 miles an hour. Oh, corner. Ugh. Okay. Need new underpants. That was so close to going to visit the scenery. Where is this camera? I can't actually look at the map now because I've got to deal with traffic. Where is the camera? We've got another corner coming up. We're at 271. I don't know if I've got another gear. I don't really want to change up, though. Oh, come on, Porsche. Don't lose too much momentum through this corner. Oh, no, okay, it actually goes downhill towards the camera. 272. Yep. The 959 can do it. It is probably the way to go. As wonderful as the Desert Flyer is, and it is, in some regards, a little nicer to control, the 959. That is the way to go. So, there we have it. You can't really go wrong with the Porsches. If you want a car to complete pretty much all of the PR stunts, Porsche is the way to go. With the hybrid V8 engine stuffed into these cars, they are monstrously fast, incredibly capable, whatever it might be you want them to try and do. So, there we go. That is going to be it for this... oh, no, wait, before we end this video. It is the end of this video, but let's have a wheel spin in case I win something cool on camera. I do not. God damn it. That'll be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching. And until next time, goodbye.